When I was younger, I used to play a lot of instruments. Today, I'm gonna go to the little music closet over there and pull out some of the instruments I used to play, and I'm gonna tell my favorite, most embarrassing performance stories. Yes, I played the mandolin. In 4th grade, I played the guitar, and I was in guitar club, and technically guitar club was only for 5th graders, but my sister was in 5th grade and we spoke to the director, so I got an in. I got an early in 4th grade. And the big performance of the year in guitar club was the 5th grade graduation. For the 5th grade graduation, we were supposed to play Smoke on the Water and Pachelbel's Canon. As you can tell, I still haven't lost it. Well, I never had it. I was so awful at the guitar, mostly because the guitar was the same size as me and I had little tiny baby fingers and I struggled. But I was committed to performing with the guitar club and proving myself as an advanced 4th grade instrumentalist. And so I would take the guitar home every single day to practice Pachelbel's Canon because that was the last song that we played and it was the big finale. And the performance rolls around. It's 5th grade graduation and I am so nervous because I personally felt like I had not improved at all. But my director was always there to provide a little bit of encouragement and motivation. She told me, don't be afraid, get out there and do your best. We practice for this. You can do it. It'll be all great. 4 measures into the song, maybe, I completely messed up. And then from then on, I was just so behind in the music and I ended up playing in the middle of like a big rest or something and I burst into tears in front of everyone and ruined the 5th grade graduation essentially. I joined band and orchestra in 5th grade. And in band, I played the alto saxophone. I chose that instrument for no reason other than the fact that I heard someone play the Super Mario Brothers theme song on it and I thought it was cool. And in orchestra, I played the viola because I felt like the violin was basic and I wanted to be a little bit different. I wanted to play the cello originally, but I was like 4'8" in 5th grade and my mom said that it was too heavy for me to carry to and from school every week. So I started playing the viola. Let me go get them. My saxophone is buried under a bunch of boxes and I'm very lazy and it's hot in here and I turned the fan off for this video and I don't want to get sweaty. So I'll just insert. I feel like this one is my favorite one and it's technically not a performance story. It was in class. This was in some time during middle school. And this story takes place in band class. I just said that. And in the class, we were practicing a piece of music for our recital and it was after lunch, right after lunch. And we had chicken fajita that day. And chicken fajita gave me a little party in my tummy. And I had to let out a little toot. But obviously, you know, I didn't want to toot in front of everyone. Because in middle school, if you toot in front of the class, you'll never live it down. We were playing section by section, and I decided that I was gonna wait until one of the sections started playing, and I was just gonna slip it out. It was the trumpet's turn to play, and the darn trumpets. One of the trumpets plays an E flat that was not in the key signature. and the director stops. The trumpets stop. My bowels do not. And the tail end of my toot sneaks out during the silence. And I really would have gotten away with it if it weren't for my pesky stand partner, because they turned to me and said, "Ew, did you just fart?" And I said, no, I think it was the trumpets they were just playing. And he said, "No, I heard it right next to me." And the entire class laughed at me, and I was the tutor in band class for a while. Hopefully nobody from my band class is watching this and or remembers it. My orchestra story is not as embarrassing. During my time playing the viola, I participated in Soul and Ensemble. And for those of you who don't know what Soul and Ensemble is, it's basically a place where you prepare a piece of music to perform in front of judges, and they rate you and critique you. And 1 is the highest rating and 5 is the lowest rating. I was really serious about my orchestra and band, and so I had never dipped below a 1 in Soul and Ensemble. I was at Soul and Ensemble ready to play my solo, and right before it was my time to go on, my shoulder rest breaks. So I had to use a sponge so I didn't hurt my little collarbone. And that was the first issue. The second issue was, as I was going down to the room to perform my solo, I tripped and fell down the steps. And I didn't tell my director because my instrument was definitely in my hand. It definitely hit some steps with me. It completely threw my instrument out of tune. And this was not good, because you're really supposed to tune before you go in for your performance, and then you just hit a quick bing, 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 and get to playing. And it was like beyond my realm of knowledge of repairment. I could not tune it. So I got in there and I did my bing, 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 and my instructor was sitting in the front row, and we made eye contact, and she looked at me like, "What the heck? Fix it now." So I start trying to tune. The judge is looking at me from behind the desk like this, and it's just not coming together for me. I can't get it in tune. I'm trying to sing and pluck like ding, ding, and it's just not happening. And so my director has to get up, come over and tune my instrument for me, and I was just standing there like this. After my director tuned me, it took a good 10-15 minutes, and my judge was still just staring at me like this. And he said, "Did you get it all sorted out?" And I said, maybe 5 measures into the first song, the rubber band that I was using to secure my sponge snapped in my face. And after that, I started crying ugly tears. There were other people who were also musicians in the room, and I could just see the pain on their face. I played the rest of my piece through tears, and I ended up getting a 3 rating, which is the lowest I've ever gotten in Soul and Ensemble. And those are my favorite music mistake stories. I hadn't really planned out a lesson. I wanted to just talk about some of those things because they freaking crack me up. But so I don't really have a Zoom school today. I'm sorry, you get a freebie. You know what? I'll give you a little nugget. The lesson of today is not to take yourself too seriously, because everyone is embarrassing and everyone messes up, and it's not the end of the world. Because let me tell you, as soon as that toot came out in my band class, I thought that a meteor was going to crash through the school. And when I looked up at the exposed roof, the entire world was going to be sitting there laughing at me and calling me Tootie McToot Pants, and then aliens were going to come and annihilate us all, and the last thing that the world was going to experience all at once together was my pain and misery and embarrassment. But that didn't happen. I survived, and now I get to talk about it on YouTube, and we get to laugh about it. Okay? Have a great day. Make good choices. Capiche, kaposh, kamoosh, kamash. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!